Welcome back to Tokyo, Japan, and we are live with the 2019 IPF World Open Sub-Junior, Junior and Masters Classic and Equipped Bench Press Championships. And boy, what an exciting morning it has been. We just saw the world record fall in the 57 kilo women 6 times, and the open world record and the junior world record in that weight class. It was just absolutely incredible to see. But right now, we've got the 59 kilo and the 66 kilo open men's division, and this one is heating up to be an absolutely enormous session as well. We'll be starting off with Ho Man Chong from Hong Kong, looking for 115 kilos, and the man to watch today, Eddie Berglund, opening at 200 in the 66s. And just to give you an idea of where this might go, the world open record of the 66 is 213.5 kilograms, and the man to watch in the 59s, Karaman from Kazakhstan, opening at 167.5. And Chung gets a fantastic opening lift there. Should be 3 white lights. He gets 2 white lights, but that's enough to go on the board. It looks like the side referee just mentioning may have been a foot lift or his butt lifting, but he gets the 2 white lights and he's on the board. Chris Jennings from Great Britain, looking for 120 kilograms. So the open record in the 59s is 175, the junior record 162.5. Right now, Chris Jennings 120 kilograms. It is going to be really tough to match the excitement of that previous session. 120 for Chris Jennings, giving some instructions to the spotter there. And if Eddie can get his opening lift on the board, he is going to be very hard to stop today. Very smooth, followed that bar path, a line all the way through. Gets two white lights, sorry. The red light there for the chief referee, suggesting his foot just came off the ground. Kelvin Soon from Canada, 132.5. Only 3 years competing. Already here at the World Bench Press Championships. Everyone focused, wanting to get these first lifts on the board. And this week has just been an incredible week of competition. The level of competition is just absolutely outstanding in all categories. And as we move into the opens, it just continues to get more and more exciting. And that was a very, very good opening lift.
Good lift.
Mongolia now. That's Amgalan, 135 kilograms. And the chief referee, Piotr, just watching closely to make sure everything is loaded properly.
Bar is loaded.
And bar is loaded now for Mongolia at 135 kilograms, so we're in the 59 kilo class now.
135 kilos on the bar.
So he's got some tough competition in this weight class. So the smartest thing for him and his coaches is to just come out and do his job, follow his game plan, and see what happens. Plenty of times this week so far we've seen top runners miss lifts and people slide into medal positions. Now, it seems he's had a bit of confusion out the back and he wasn't quite ready. And he's left himself only 20 seconds to set up. It's not going to be enough time, I don't think. He's going to struggle to set up on time. And he's not going to get there. He's going to time out. And he has. He's timed out. And this is really an experience thing from athletes and coaches. When you're out the back warming up, you need to be watching that board and watching the lifting order, and make sure you are there and ready to go when they call your name. Daniel Thomas now from Great Britain wants 145, so we're still in the 59 kilo class. So his 145 on body weight puts himself in a pretty good position to try and hang into those medal positions today. But it's going to be pretty tough competition. And you can see the difference in experience there from athletes and coaching there. Daniel Thomas from Great Britain standing in the wings, ready to go, waiting for them to call bar loaded. You know, on bench, it's so important to be there and ready to get out there straight away in case you need to replace the bar and reset. You need to give yourself enough time to do that, and that should be a good lift, and it is. He's on the ball with 145. Darius Zala from Poland, 145 as well. So weighing in just a fraction heavier than Thomas from Great Britain. So he will need to outlift Thomas to get ahead of him for the medals.
145 kilos on the bar.
So 145 kilograms. Only 120 grams difference between their body weight. So M1 lifting as an open lifter, 22 years of experience. And it's paying off today with 3 white lights. Georgie from Georgia, 150. So we're back into the 66s now. And that chief referee Piotr there, just absolutely on the ball, making sure everything is done exactly right for these lifters.
Bar is loaded. Benjamin George from
So
Georgia.
Georgie from
150
Georgia.
kilos on the bar.
And here he comes. Getting himself focused for this first lift. It's such an important thing to get that first lift selection right, so you're not putting yourself under pressure on your next lift and you're giving yourself an opportunity to move forward. Gets a quick start command and a quick press. Absolutely fantastic. And he gets that one on the board. Philipp Zimmer from Germany now, 150 as well, so the bar stays at 150.
Bar is loaded. Freeman Philip from Germany. 150 kilos on the bar.
The firefighter from Germany, 155. Using quite a close foot position. and fires it up.
Good
He
lift.
gets 2 white lights, 1 red from the chief referee there. So that red light there just not quite locking one elbow out properly,
Bars loaded. Myers Quentin from United States.
but he gets it on the board.
152.5
Quinton
kilos on the
Myers,
bar.
US of A. He's got plenty of support in the crowd here. 152.5. He's going to put some numbers on the board and just try and creep his way up into that medal position. But he's going to have tough competition today. Some big names and some big lifters. Fukuda, Berglund, Sato, Selman, Myers. That is a tough field to be lifting in today. And it makes that look easy. He's got plenty of room to move.
Good lift.
Kuma from Japan, 155 now. So we're back in the 59s. Another
Bar is
tough
loaded.
field.
Kumedio He from Japan. 155 kilos on the
Karaman
bar.
from Kazakhstan will be opening at 167.5, and Kazakhstan have been absolutely on fire yesterday. So 155, Kuma from Japan. Again, plenty of experience lifting at this level. And that should be a good lift. And it is 3 white lights. Azat Selman from Kazakhstan now, 155.
Bars loaded. Salman Azan from Kazakhstan. 155 kilos on the bar.
A super tough field in the 66ers. So experienced in equipped and raw. Did a 145 last year at the Asian Championships. Got a best lift of 160. Did a 155 last year at the Kazakhstan Championships as well. And make short work of 155 there today.
Good lift.
Hakuda from Japan now, 157.5.
Bar is loaded. Fukuda Masashi from Japan. 157.5 kilos on the bar.
So he hit a 160 at the World Bench Press Classics last year where he finished 6th. Wants to improve on that today, but he has tough competition. So 157.5 to open. And when you're in a field like this with the likes of Salman, Sato, Berglund, Myers, Zima, it's a tough one to medal in. He's getting a replacement call. And just referring to the way he's gripping the bar there, and that's why it's so important to be out early. You can see he's not gripping that bar with his thumb. He's not fully gripping the bar. He may have been outside the line, and he will time out on that, which is really unfortunate, especially in such a tough field.
No lift.
Karaman from Kazakhstan now in the 59s, opening at 167.5. The world record there is 175. Is he setting himself up to take a run at the world record as well as the gold medal? We will find out once he puts this 167.5 up. Let's see how fast it moves.
Karaman Abdurrahim from Kazakhstan. 167.5 kilos on the bar.
Let's see how quick it is. And that was very, very smooth. He hit a 165 last year at the Asian Classic Bench Press Championships. So that we see is a big improvement since then. Kieta Sato from Japan now, 170 in the 66s.
Bar is loaded. Saito Keita from Japan. 170 kilos on the bar.
And the crowd goes wild. Plenty of support. The stadium is filling up. So he's got a 167.5 and a 1 from last year and a 170 from the year before at the Asian Bench Press Championships. So he should be no stranger, but he's getting a replacement. Yeah, he's being told again by the chief referee there to grip the bar. He's not wrapping his hand and gripping the bar properly, and you can see, you might be able to see from this angle that he's just not grabbing the bar there. He squeezes it tightly now. And all that work and holding that bar replacement has just drained him of energy.
Don't live.
And they're opening the door and letting Berglund have it all his own way today. So Eddie Berglund now from Sweden will open at 200 kilograms. And I think it's fair to say that he's setting himself up for a world record attempt.
Bar is loaded. Berglund Eddie's from
200
Sweden.
kilograms,
200 kilos on the bar.
65.96 kilos body weight, just weighing in. Just weighing in under the 66. And I remember watching him lift as a junior in Minsk. 200 kilos. He gets the 2 white lights. 1 red light for lifting his heel, but 2's enough. And it's on the board at 200 kilograms. I remember watching him in Minsk as a junior lift 190 and I nearly fell over. Chris Jennings, 127.5, goes on the bar. So we're back into round 2 now. So some missed lifts in the opening lifts there
Bar is loaded.
from Fukuda and Sato
Jennings Chris from
in the
Great
66.
Britain. 127.5 kilos on the bar.
So they're going to let Eddie Berglund have it all his own way today and run his own race. But now Chris Jennings from Great Britain looking for a 127.5. Had a great opening lift. And you saw a couple of Japanese lifters there being replaced a couple of times. And we've got 2 red lights, and that's a no lift there for Chris. A little bit unfortunate. So just to the Japanese lifters being replaced several times there. The way they deviate their wrist in order to reduce that range of motion, they have to change their hand position and finger position gripping the bar. And what it has a tendency to do is to open the fingers up so they're not gripping the bar completely. And the rule around gripping the bar is very, very much about safety of the lifter as well. So if their thumbs aren't wrapping and gripping the bar, it puts the bar in a dangerous position. And lifter safety is extremely important. So right now, Homan Chung from Hong Kong, 130 kilograms. Very, very easy press. A great second lift. And he gets 3 white lights. And Mongolia now 135. But Amgalan from Mongolia now, he timed out in his opening lift. He wasn't there ready. This time you can see him. He's there. He's ready. He's waiting. He's so ready. He's jumped the bar loaded command. Now the bar's loaded. He's given himself plenty of time this time round.
135 kilos on the bar.
Now, it's not a great way to open your lifting campaign here at the World Championships, but the great thing is that he's taken that on board, and this time he was standing there ready to go. And you can see 135 was a great number choice for him, and it was really just the fact that he couldn't get set up in time. Kelvin Soon from Canada now, 140 kilograms.
Bar is loaded.
And as we expected, Eddie Bergman has put in 214 for his second lift. He's going to have a crack at that world record. He's put himself in a great position with an opening lift. And there's a couple of missed lifts from Picado and Saito. Basically allowed Eddie to run his own race today. So Kelvin Soon from Canada, 140 kilograms. And he is getting a replacement call. And it's the position of his hands on that bar. He still has 10 seconds, should be enough time. And it is, he gets the start command. He's having to work for it, but he gets it back to the top. Let's see what the referees say. 3 white lights, well managed. Daniel Thomas from Great Britain, 147.5. They're in the 59 kilo class now. He weighs lighter than Wazala from Poland, so Wazala has to be outlifting him, so he's put in a 150 for his second. So Daniel Thomas wants to put this one on the board to give himself a shot of slipping up the leaderboard. Taking his time, using it up, getting everything set. And for a man with such long arms, he has quite a narrow grip. You can see the rings at 81 centimeters there, having to work that right side, but he gets it there. And 3 white lights, it's on the board. Puts himself into a very nice position there. Darius Wazala from Poland now at 150. So weighing a fraction more, just 120 grams more than Thomas. He has to outlift him. So he's put in a 150 for his second.
Bar is loaded.
And if he can put that on the board, it's going to force Thomas to equal him. He wants that medal today. $150 kilograms. You can see him take that big breath, tighten everything up, sinks it into his chest and drives it up fast. And it should be a good lift, and it is. So he's forcing Thomas to match him now. Philipp Zimmer from Germany, 157.5. And that's enough to temporarily move him up into the medals. And it will come down to the following lifters.
Philipp from Germany, 157.5 kilos on the bar.
He's very, very focused for this lift. Fast descent, fast press. It looks solid. And it is 3 white lights. So now, Georgie from Georgia, 160 kilograms on the bar, taking a 10-kilo jump. So he wants to give himself a shot to slide into the medals as well. Another lifter just using up a bit too much time. Now he's doing his wrist wraps up on the platform, which he is not allowed to do. The head referee just telling him that. It's only giving him 20 seconds to set up now. It's so important to be there and ready, waiting for that bar loader to be called. And again, he's not locking that elbow out, and he's timed out. It's unfortunate. That 160 would have given him an opportunity to maybe slide up the leaderboard a little. Azat Salman from Kazakhstan, 155, now looking for 160. So this will temporarily roll him up into second position. And the way things are going, he could find himself up in the medals. Only a 5-kilo jump from 155, so not a huge jump for him. It's an equal personal best. So he's given himself plenty of time to set up. He's been competing in equipped and classic last year, but getting a replacement call as well, and it's about that grip. The chief referee being very, very eyeful of that grip and the way the athletes are grabbing the bar, making sure they're within the rules. And still not getting that call, so he will time out as well, and that is very unfortunate. So they're not gripping the bar properly, and he is making sure he tells them. So you'll see the chief referee actually stand up and tell them what they need to do. So now Quinton Myers, who opened on a 152.5 and wasn't really looking to be in the medals, is now looking for a 162nd, which is going to slide him up temporarily into second position and give himself a shot at a medal here today. So you can see him wrap his fingers around that line on the bar there. That's the 81-centimeter marker. You cannot go out any wider than that, so your index finger has to be covering that ring, and that is as wide as you can go. Or your pointer finger. So Quinton Myers puts 160 on the board, temporarily slides himself up into second position. And now Fukuda from Japan, it's 160 on the bar. 157.5 wasn't happening. So lots of technical issues. Let's see if he's got all that right to put 160 on, because this will temporarily put him up into third position on body weight. Quinton Myers is a little bit lighter. But he needs to register a lift first. Very slow descent, very controlled lift. That should be a good lift, and it is. He gets 2 white lights and it's on the board. So now the pressure lift from Saito. Sorry, Kum will be first. So Kuma from Japan, 162.5. We're back into the 59 kilos.
162.5 kilos on the bar.
And he is currently sitting in the silver medal position. And this will hold that position and secure it for him. So if he can put the 162.5 on the board, this will lock away that silver medal. And he is absolutely textbook on that second lift. So now, Saito from Japan, 170. So this was grip issues on his opening lift.
Bar is loaded. Saito Keita from Japan.
Let's hope he listened to the
170 kilos
referees,
on the bar.
listened to his coach, because this lift here will slide him up into second position. The referees just are not happy. That left hand, he's just not gripping that bar properly. You can see now it looks a lot better. And that's a lot better. Used a lot of energy on that replacement, but he gets it on the board now in the silver medal position. So now we've got a little bit of a competition for those top 2 and 3. And right now we come back to the 59s for Karaman from Kazakhstan, looking for 172.5. And I imagine if he gets this lift, he'll go for a world record on his third. But he has to put this one on first. So his 167.5 opener looked good. And he's 172.5 now. Ah, absolutely spot on. We'll have to wait and see what he puts in. And right now, Eddie Berglund looking for a world record of 214 kilograms. The previous world record, 213.5. He opened with 200 kilograms and it absolutely rocketed out of his chest. And we've had a few missed lifts, so Eddie has got it all his own way today. He's got the opportunity to go for that world record on his second lift. He secured that gold medal. No one is going to challenge that. So now he gets to have a pressure-free lift for a world record of 214 kilograms, weighed in at 65.96. This is massive. 214 kilograms on the bar for Eddie Berglund. We've been watching him as a junior, been watching him for such a long time now. 24 years of age. This is his own world record. And there it is again. And he gets the 2 white lights. That's a world record. The chief referee giving him 1 red light there, for the same as his first lift, but he gets it on the board. And we will wait and see what he puts in for his final lift. Karaman from Kazakhstan, as predicted, is looking for that world record as well, putting in a 175.5 in the 59s for his third lift. But right now we're back to Chris Jennings for 130 kilograms.
Jennings Chris from Great
He
Britain.
missed the 127.5 in his second for technical reasons. So now looking at 130 for his third. He handled the weight without any problems on his second lift, but just had some technical calls. So now moving to 130. Works it to the top and he gets it all the way there. It should be a good lift. Let's wait and see. And unfortunately, no. He gets 2 red lights again. We'll have a look at the replay here. And from that angle, you can see a lot of foot movement and not quite locking by the looks of it. Ho Man Chung from Hong Kong, 140 kilograms is on the bar. So he's had 2 good lifts so far. Took a 15 kilo jump from his first to his second, and now 18 kilo jump to his third. He's getting a replacement call again. And it is about gripping that bar. And he times out, unfortunately, not giving himself enough time to have the replacement. That's an unfortunate way to finish his round. We're just waiting for the referee to press his light button. So that's an unfortunate way to finish his round, but they have been fairly strict on it the whole time, and everyone knows. Kelvin Soon from Canada now, 142.5. So Kelvin Soon from Canada has been on fire so far, but now replacing the bar. And you can see the guys, they're just trying to get as much out of their grip and their wrist position and range of motion as possible, and it's forcing their hands to open and not grip the bar properly. And it's causing all sorts of problems. And we often go through periods like this in sport where, they're just trying to push the rules as far as they can, and there's a period where that push tends to turn out to be some faults. And they'll get on top of all that. But Umgalan from Mongolia, 150 kilograms in the 59 kilo class. So this lift will temporarily roll him up into the bronze medal position. Wazala from Poland is sitting on 150, and he's been on fire. So 150 to temporarily roll up into the bronze medal, with lifters to come after him. And he gets it to the top. So now he's just going to have to wait and see what happens. And you're up against guys like Karaman, Wazala, that are very, very consistent lifters. Daniel Thomas from Great Britain now, 152.5. So this lift here, if he puts this on the board, this will knock Mongolia out of the bronze medal position, and he will temporarily roll up into the bronze medal position.
Bar is loaded.
So
Thomas Dahlia
152.5.
from Great Britain.
And he had a
152.5
bit of a
kilos
cheeky
on the
grin
bar.
on his face when he walked out there. He's looking pretty confident. He has such a long way to move the bar, this man. He has quite a narrow grip. But on the plus side, he is gripping the bar properly. You can see, and we'll watch as he sets up, you can see how he really wraps his hands and squeezes that bar tightly. You can see his thumbs are lapped over the top there. And he's having to work hard, but it's just a little too much. So Mongolia sits in that bronze medal position temporarily. But now Dariusz Wazala from Poland for 152.5. So he had 155 in, but when Thomas missed his lift, he dropped it to 150, because that's all he needed to do to get the bronze medal. So he's a little bit heavier than Thomas, so he had to wait and see if Thomas had to hit the 152.5. Wazala needed 155 to beat him. Now he only needs 152.5, so he's made that change. And this, the bronze medal, he already has the bronze medal locked away now. Sorry, Mongolia holds the bronze medal position on body weight, a fraction lighter than Wazala. It's a quick start command. He's having to work a little bit, but he gets it back to the top. It should be a good lift, and it should be the bronze medal, and it is. So he puts the 152.5 on the board and takes the bronze medal in the under 59s. Now we move to the 66s. Philipp Ziemer from Germany, 162.5. And that'll temporarily roll him up the board into bronze medal position as well, with quite a few lifters to come. Eddie Berglund has decided he's going to absolutely destroy his previous world record, and he's put 221 on the board. So Philipp Ziemer now 162.5.
Bar is loaded. Swimmer Philipp from Germany.
He is focused and fired up. $162.5. If he put this on the board, he can temporarily go into bronze medal. And just couldn't quite get there. And the bar just taking control, but he gave it everything he had. I'm sure he's a little disappointed, but showing his sportsmanship behavior and giving all those referees a thank you and a handshake for all their hard work. Azat Salman from Kazakhstan had a rough second lift at 160. Now looking at 162.5. Again, technical issues. And now he wants the bronze medal. Currently, Quinton Myers, who's just been doing his job, could be looking at a bronze medal. Azat Salman from Kazakhstan has a replacement, gets the start command this time. but it's just too much and it's taken its toll on his body.
No limit.
So now Georgie from Georgia looking for 165. So he wants to take a crack at the bronze medal now. And again, he had some problems on his second lift at 160 and has increased it to 165 for his third. And Quinton Myers is lighter than him, so Quinton only has to match him.
Petrashvili George from Georgia, 165 kilos on the bar.
So they have to make sure, one, that their fingers at some point cover that ring and that they are fully wrapped around that bar. Well, I think he's going to have the same problem again. I can see from this angle his thumb sticking out and his elbow not locked. He's cutting it fine. Gets the star command this time. But it's just drained him far too much and he'll miss that 165. So Quinton Myers now, who came here probably not expecting to be challenging for the medals, is now in a position to lift himself into the bronze medal position.
Bar is loaded. Myers Quentin from United States, 165 kilos on the bar.
So 165, and he'll temporarily hold the bronze medal position with this lift, with Fukuda to lift after him. Getting those shoulders under as far as he can. He's focused, he's squeezing that bar. He fires it off the chest, but he just gets stuck there.
No limit.
So Quinton Myers will miss the 165, but he still has a chance to hang on to that bronze medal because Fukuda is a fraction heavier and it only registered a 160, so Fukuda has to put this lift on the board to get the bronze medal, otherwise he will drop back to fourth position.
Bar is loaded. Fukuda Masashi from Japan,
The guy's having lots and lots of problems today with elbows and grip. And you can see it's taking its toll on their energy levels. And see if Fukuda gets his grip on this one. His thumbs, I can just see from this angle. I'll wait to see when he takes the weight of the bar. It looks better from this angle. Let's wait and see. And it is. Drives it back to the top. And he'll grab that bronze medal. Two white lights just snuck in by the skin of his teeth there. So now we go back to the 59s. Kuma from Japan, 172 and a half. So he has the silver medal.
Kume Ryohei from Japan.
And that is locked away and in his pocket already. But this lift here will temporarily put him into the gold medal position, with Karaman having to outlift him because he's heavier, and he'll have to go for at least 175. So Kuma from Japan looking for 172 and a half. but it's a bit too much for him to challenge for that gold medal. So he'll have to settle for the silver. So now Sato in the 66 kilo class looking for 175. So he has that silver medal. It's locked away. So 175 just to put a little bit more icing on the cake for him.
Bar is loaded. Saito Keita from Japan.
175 kilos. He already has the silver medal here at the World Championships. Looking to add a few more kilos to his bench. He had some problems with his opening lift. Lots and lots of technical errors here today, particularly in that final session, final grip. And it looks like a solid lift at 175. Let's see what the referees say. And it is 3 white lights. But right now, eyes are on Karaman from Kazakhstan. This is for the world record. He already has the gold medal. Kuma from Japan tried to challenge the gold medal, but failed. Now Karaman looking for 175.5 for a world record. He has the gold medal in the bag, and let's sweeten the deal with a world record. And then following that, Eddie Berglund with 221. 1755, a world record.
Bar is loaded. Karaman,
What a morning we've had so far. 6 in a row in the last session. Now 2 world records in this session. Correction, 3 world records. He is getting those shoulders under and that chest up as much as he can. He's having to work, but he gets it up there. That should be a good lift. Let's wait and see. And it is, and it's a new world record of 175.5 kilograms. But the excitement doesn't end because Eddie Berglund now has put on a whopping 221 kilograms for the world record. He just broke his own world record of 214 kilograms, now looking at 221. Such an amazing bencher. The whole family, amazing benchers. Eddie Berglund, 221 kilograms. One of the most incredible bench presses to watch. Ooh. I think he's fallen back into the rack on that. Unfortunately, 2 red lights, and he's a little bit lightheaded after that one. He just fell back into the rack. Probably set himself up a little bit close, but he'll take a world record at home today at 214 kilograms and a gold medal at the World Championships. What an amazing event to be watching. Don't go too far away. Very shortly, we'll have the medal ceremony, and of course this afternoon, there'll be plenty more action here in Tokyo, Japan.
まだいない。5分って言ったからまだ来てないのよな。5分で言ったからまだ来てないのよ。はい。Wat ben je? Ja, weet je. Já, svo sko okkur að borða. Við hýttur þetta brjálu.
We're going to be holding the medal ceremony now. So lifted, please come on backstage. 59 kilos plus. Third place, Ludole Darius from Poland, 152.5 kilos. The second place, Kume Ryohei from Japan, 162.5 kilos. The first place, Karaman Abdularim from Kazakhstan, 175.5 kilos. Stand up for Kazakhstan. The next class, 66 kilos plus. Third place, Fukuda Masashi from Japan, 165 kilos. The second place, Saito Keita from Japan, 175 kilos. The first place, Benegalen Eddie from Sweden, 221 kilos. Stand up for Sweden.